NBA 2K21 on the next generation has very crispy graphics. I mean, these face scans, some of these players look amazing, but as you already know about COVID, a lot of players weren't able to go to 2K headquarters and get their faces actually scanned, so a lot of players don't look great, at least not up to par compared to others like Curry and Clay, who look literally amazing, right? So in this video, I want to get the 10 players that have the worst face scans in NBA 2K21, and a lot of these aren't even that bad, but a couple of them are pretty absurd. Que pasa to the pack? It is Pack here,
aka your mama's best friend.
Before this video starts, be an OG, join the pack, and subscribe. I give all this 2K daily news, so it'd be awesome if you could join. And on top of that, follow the new channel that's called Pack. I'm going to be doing IRL content and react videos on that channel. It'd be awesome if you could join. Okay, so starting this video off at number 10, it is Malcolm Brogdon, my president. I have not made that joke in a while, but still, he's been amazing on the Blazers, like there's no doubt. But let's talk about his face scan for a second. You might first think, it's not that bad, Pack, but I want you to ignore his hair, because his hair and his beard is almost perfect. But then look at just the face. Do you see the eyes are so weird here? And on top of that, the skin tone is completely incorrect. It's not the worst one here, that's why I have it at number 10, but there's definitely something going on if you really stare at it that just makes you go, it's not perfect. It could be better. Also, the face may be like a little too long and skinny, but like for the most part, it's okay. It could be better though. At number 9 on this list, we have Spurs player LaMarcus Aldridge, one of my favorite players in the NBA.
La Daddy.
He is finally returning with the Spurs after injury, but I don't know what's going on here. You know, I really had to think about this one. And I think that first of all, the nose is not big enough. LaMarcus got a pretty big nose. The hair is all over the place. I think the hairline is I guess a little accurate. But the beard is completely incorrect. He looks like a baby on the right, while on the left, I mean, that's how LaMarcus looks. The beard is just wrong. Also, the lips are wrong. And then on top of that, the ears are too tiny. And then it looks like the hair is like forced on. It doesn't look natural like a lot of players have in this game. It looks like the hair is specifically in a video game. It just looks completely like unrealistic, all over the place, very inconsistent, but not the worst I've ever seen, and that's why I have it at number 9. At number 8 on this list, it is Trey Young. This is probably one of the most famous ones everyone's been talking about, at least when the game came out. Everyone made fun of this Trey Young face scan and how it looked terrible, and I agree that it's pretty bad. That's why I have it on this list. Like, I don't even know what's really the problem, but when I just stare at it on the right, it looks nothing like from the left. I really don't even know what it really is. It's just when you stare at him, it looks wrong.
Why you built like that?
When I individually pick things out of his face, I don't specifically know what's wrong. Maybe it's the jaw. Maybe the jaw's like too big, and maybe like the forehead's a little weird, and like the unibrow's a little too over exaggerated, and maybe the eyes are weird. Like maybe it's like these little things, but specifically what's wrong, I don't know. But it just looks wrong. It just does not look like Trey Young at all. At number 7 on this list, we have Miami Heat player Avery Bradley. Now, Avery Bradley also just came back from injury, and why does he look so mad? Literally, Avery Bradley looks like he's been through some pretty rough stuff, and he looks like he's gonna punch me in the face. He looks very upset on the right. On the left, he's a little more smug, and just all over that, I mean, I think the nose is a little too big on the right. I think that maybe the hair is a little weird. And I think him scrunching his face is just incorrect. And those are the big things. Because Avery Bradley, yeah, he makes that face sometimes, but that's not his normal resting face. And I think that's why it's like the weirdest thing out of all of them. And maybe he went to his face scan in 2K headquarters and was just like just straight up wasn't about it. Maybe he saw Ronnie. You never know. At number 6 on this list, we have Tyler Herro. Look, there's a whole songs made out of this dude. He had a really good NBA Finals and playoff appearance. He was playing fantastic. He's fun, and he's actually one of the better players on the Heat right now. But this face scan is weird. First of all, his hair looks like he's been wearing a hat all day, and then the face itself is just odd. And they gave him a really big tan. I know he's in Miami, but he's not that tan. Let's relax, 2K. Also, he does kind of have darkening around his eyes, but I think that it's not below his eyes, and that's why it's kind of weird on the right. And then I think his ears maybe just a little bit too small. But overall, I think it's the skin tone and the hair that just makes this one look so odd. At number 5 on this list, we have Derrick White on the Spurs. Okay, well, I don't want to make this one about hair because I'm going to make a hair video later because the hair is incorrect and the beard's incorrect, obviously. But even then, this one just straight up looks wrong. They made his ears, like his ear to forehead head ratio is just absurd on the right. Like it just looks unrealistic completely. He looks like a troll, like one of those like little toys where like they had like the hair on the top of the head and you can play with them. He looks like that on the right. I don't even know what's going on there, but it just looks weird. His skin tone is also wrong, at least compared to the left. It looks like he's flexing his face for no reason on the right. Just little things all over that make this one look just hyper unrealistic. At number 4 on this list, we have Nikola Jokic. To be fair, I get that 2K is trying. I get that he's not the easiest face to make. He ugly. But for the most part, it still looks terrible. First of all, on the right, it looks like he's about to retire. It looks like he's 40. On the left, you can definitely not see he's not like super old or anything. They gave him like a lot of wrinkles in his face on the right for whatever reason, on the forehead and on the chin, stuff like that. And also the beard and the hair is just completely wrong. I think the eyes are just completely wrong too. It's little things. He also has a lot of redness in his face where they just completely ignored him on the right. So that's why I think he looks as bad as he does. But still, I get that this one's not super easy either. At number 3 on this list, we have Eric Bledsoe on the Pelicans now. I do not know what is up with this one. I think they made his face way too skinny. His cheekbones are definitely more defined on the left than they are on the right. His ears aren't pointing out as they're supposed to, like on the left, and his hair is way too spiky. It's more afro-like, not spiky. So I feel like if I were to fall on his head, I'd be stabbed. That's how spiky they made his hair on the right for whatever reason. So it's these little things on this one that makes this one look so weird. Also, they made his mouth a little too small, and his eyes are a little too big. There's just little things that completely mess his face scan up from top to bottom. This one's one of the worst I've ever seen. At number 2 on this list is JJ Redick. Oh my god. What is this, bro? This is definitely not a face scan. I think they had to manually make this one themselves because I get what they're trying to do, but this one's just wrong. It's like the Trey Young one. You just stare at it and it's wrong. It's just straight up from top to bottom. What were they thinking? The nose is too skinny. The jawline is like even more defined and the face is skinnier. It's like if JJ Redick was even more attractive. Wait.
Hey, yo, what the f?
Speaking of attractive, at number 1, we have Kelly Oubre. Listen, man, that's not Kelly Oubre, my guy. I don't know what that is. That is something else. I'm impressed. Just ignoring the hair itself, because again, the hair's gonna be another video. What's up with the face? The jawline is like a circle. The chin is like a tumor on his face. The nose is fat. The eyes are inward. The forehead is massive. I mean, what is even going on? This isn't even close. How dare you, 2K? How dare you? You cannot disrespect that boy Kelly Oubre like that. Kelly Oubre straight up looks like how he's been playing lately. Terrible. Okay, that is it for this video. What do you guys think? Is there anybody that I missed? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub. And I'll see you guys next time.